because one has a pocket full of money and is well educated does not make them a better Indian. What makes them a better Indian is one that is going to sustain their culture, their land for the future, for the generations to come, for the 7 generations to come. And how one makes that person survive and be successful is by providing that person with the tools necessary. And that is the basic concepts of what it means to be an Indian. You know, maintaining that integrity, that spirituality, that tie to the land, that respect for their community, their land, the ecology, their elders, and all that is combined within that. Just because you're wealthy, just because you hold a position of power, doesn't mean you're going to sustain tribal sovereignty for the future. What has sustained us up until this point was not economic power, was not, education or success in social status. It was being people that had a strong tie to a particular bond, which was the land, and to a particular culture. And that tie is what has driven us, and that tie is what binds tribal sovereignty, and that tie is what will take us into the next millennium. And so it is important for us as Native people to educate our young people not only in the ways of the white man, not only in the ways of Western education and public policy and legal scholarship, but in the things that have sustained us since the beginning of time, is our custom, our tradition, our culture, our language, the reverence for the environment, the reverence for the land. And if we can continue to do that, then we can continue to be successful. We can continue to survive. What it means to be successful is not by being rich or having your name in lights or being powerful or having a position of power. What it means to have power is to have the ability to be sovereign. And the ability to be sovereign is the ability to be self-governing. And you only can be self-governing if you know where you're going and you have a common theme that drives you. Once that common theme is gone and has failed, then the people will slowly fail and fall short after that. So it's fundamentally important for us to encourage our young people to stay true to what has created them and what makes them who they are. Again, what makes you Indian is not receiving a per capita check. What makes you Indian is not carrying around a tribal enrollment card. What makes you Indian are all those things that have been passed down to you from the previous generations. The integrity, the respect, the responsibility, the reverence, all of those things. And if we can maintain those things, then we can continue to have a seat at the table. And that table may change hands between governments, that table may change in economies, but we don't necessarily have to change in what makes us so fundamentally important to the land. And if we can continue to change and develop without changing our core values and our core beliefs and those things which have sustained us, then I think we'll be successful in the next millennium.